Hi, Angelica. This is your private reading, and you had 4 jumping cards this time around. You had 2 message cards that jumped for you, and then you had 2 tarot cards that jumped for you as well. Okay, so let's get into your message cards first. And I see that this situation may have really been plaguing you and like really weighing down like a lot on you, because whenever you have this many jumping cards, like I've done several readings for you before and you've never had like a lot of jumping cards like this. Also, it's a sign that Spirit wants to get messages across to you loud and clear, and also that the universe is on your side and things are going to work out in your favor. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there and let you know that. Now, the first card that jumped for you is the 10 of Winter, which is also the 10 of Swords in the original tarot deck. Now, with this card, the message says the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. Okay, so whenever you have the 10 of Swords, it's feeling stressed out, is feeling betrayed, stabbed in the back. Maybe you felt like someone didn't have your back. Maybe you feel like someone's riding your back for no reason. Like, all of those connotations come with this card, but this card is stating that this weight will be lifted off your shoulders really soon. So if you're stressed out about it, that's all going to be coming to an end. All right, so the next card that jumped for you is the 7 of Springs, which is actually the 7 of Wands. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. So this card is all about standing your ground and what you believe is right. Standing up for yourself. If someone is trying to back you down, if they're trying to be a bully, if they're trying to get you to do things and say things that you normally wouldn't, or if they're just trying to pick on you and get you to feel some type of way about yourself when you know what you deserve. You know you deserve respect, and you know you deserve for people to treat you, you know, the right way. Stand up for yourself and don't let someone bully you, is what this card is saying, because in the end, that's going to really be important. Okay. Now, the other 3 cards that you have here is the 6 of Winter, which is also the 6 of Swords. Positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times. It could mean traveling or relocating. So if you're looking for a job and you've been shopping your resume around, this card could indicate something's coming your way really soon. Okay, it could be in another department, another location where your job is, or it could be in a totally different field. Okay, depending on what the universe sends your way. But positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times. So if you're feeling troubled, if you're feeling like you hate your job now and you just hate getting up, going to work, and it just seems like, you know, you're so stressed out, that's all about to come to an end. And Mercury is in retrograde. And whenever Mercury is in retrograde, it brings a relief for troubled times, like in prosperity and abundance, like all together. So if you're suffering from something, you know, you're going to slowly but surely see yourself coming out of it, and you're going to be feeling better about yourself and the situation. And you can, you know, you're going to be feeling like, I can handle this. Like, this is not too much. Okay. You may be feeling like right now it's too much for you to deal with, and it's just like this big heavy weight, but that's going to be lifting soon. All right, so the next card that you have is the Princess of Autumn, which is also the Princess of Pentacles. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. All right, so you did mention that you wanted to go back to school. This card, the Princess of Pentacles, saying this is a perfect time to get going. And maybe this situation came about, maybe it was a blessing in disguise to send you back to school, to give you that nudge or that push to let you know that this is not the place that you want to be working at forever, or this is not the department that you want to be working in forever, or underneath this person. Okay, so some happy news about your career. So you may be starting school, you may get some scholarship money, you may get a loan that's going to pay for everything, like you may get help from other people. So I just see some good things coming here for you. Now, you also have the Ace of Winter, which is the Ace of Swords. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. This is saying put some action behind what you want. You know how we sit and we think like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that, but I'm not going to be able to do this because I don't have time or I don't have the resources. This is saying there's a new beginning waiting for you. Aces are all about new beginnings. And putting action behind this new beginning that you want is going to turn out to be very successful for you, okay? You'll be surprised about how things could turn around for you if you put some action behind whatever it is that you want to do, okay? So this card is just telling you now is the time to do that. All right, so those were your message cards. I'm going to put them over here in case I need to. Ooh, they flew right out of my hand. This is how they were flying out the deck when I was shuffling. I was like, oh my God, like this is really like something. But being as though they were coming out and they were good, that they weren't in the reverse or anything, which is a good thing. All right, so these are the other two jumping cards that came out of the tarot deck for you. You have Temperance and you have King of Swords. The universe is telling you to have patience in this situation. Per the King of Swords, you and your boss or supervisor are not seeing eye to eye, and it's making things a little weird at work. But remember, if you don't give anyone a reason to bother you or even say anything to you, you will make it through this. And what I mean by that is, you know, keep your conversation light with people. Like people sometimes, like you mean well and you say things to people and you're just chatting. That's all, right? You're just having a meaningful conversation. But you can't control how people will mix it up and, what is the word that I'm looking for? Misconstrue it. Is what I'm looking for, that word. Like you don't know how they're going to take the information back to someone else and say, oh, you may have said, oh, I just want to go to the store, and they may take it back and be like, oh, she says she want to go to the store and buy this, that, and the next, and she really doesn't have money for that. I don't know why she's going to the store to buy that. Like people do that, and you have no control over when people do it. So I would say to limit your conversations about certain things that you don't want to get out, certain things that you hold near and dear to you that you don't want to be misconstrued. Just limit that conversation with people, because people can tend to like go back and say some things that you didn't even say, and you're like, well, wait, where is this coming from? But that, you know, that's the dog carrying the bone, and how he carries it back, you can't control it, okay? So I'm seeing that you will make it through this. I'm seeing that you may not have to jump up and leave your job just because of one person who is rubbing you the wrong way as well, okay? Whenever you have the Temperance card, this is a major arcana, and things are going to be balanced out soon for you. And it's going to be in a positive way, because this Temperance card is a major arcana. The universe is backing you up, and it's in the upright. Okay, so it indicates things being balanced. It also indicates needing patience, and things are going to come through. You're a little emotional because if you look at this card, she has one foot on land and she has one in the water. So she's not quite sure how to feel about everything that has happened, but just know that you will be balanced. Like things that are unfair or seen like they're not fair, things will be balanced out for you. Okay. All right, so those were your jumping cards, and let's see what else the universe has to say about what's going on here. All right, so you have the Four of Pentacles, and you also have the Justice. Okay, so with the Four of Pentacles and the Justice, I see that you may be hanging on to money, maybe not spending frivolously because you're not sure what's going to happen at your place of employment, or you may be hanging on to what has happened to you because you feel some type of way about it. But if you're hanging on to something per this Four of Pentacles, if you're hanging on to what was said and what has happened, don't let it stress you. The universe is saying don't let it stress you, because you have the Justice card sitting right here next to it, and what that indicates is whatever is going on right now, if it seems unfair, the universe and spirit has your back because it's in the upright, and things will be balanced out and made fair and in your favor. And remember, you did get the Temperance card as well. That's all about balance and patience. So just hang in there, because you're gonna be fine. You may be feeling like everything is against you and working against you, and you don't like know where things are going to turn out, but these are going to be made fair. If someone is treating you wrong and they're just picking on you and they're just saying things just to shake you up because they know that they can. And also, Cancers are strictly emotional. So if someone says something to you and they shouldn't have, and they don't apologize for it, and you think it's wrong and they think it's right, like, you guys can sit with that inside of you for days, even sometimes for weeks, and it's hard to get over it. But I'm telling you that the universe says, come up out of it. Come up out of it right now, because you have 2 major arcanas just that are saying you're going to be fine. Don't let this person stress you out. This person could be miserable. They could have been having a bad day, and they just wanted everybody else to be miserable too. Okay? Because I'm feeling like whatever it was that happened, that transpired, wasn't that deep, but the person who said something to you made it seem like it was. And you're like, well, where the hell did this come from? Like, it wasn't that serious. Like, I'm doing my job. You know, I'm coming to work every day, and I'm handling things, and I'm handling more than what I should be handling, but nobody seems to see that. Nobody is saying thank you or congratulating me or giving me any recognition for that. They're just saying what I'm not doing. And I'm feeling like that's what's weighing you down the most, because people are not being considerate. They're not seeing what you are doing. They're trying to make light of that, but they're making it heavy on what you're not doing or what they feel like you're not doing. And I'm feeling like that's what's bothering you here the most. All right, so you have the Star card and you have the 8 of Swords. Whenever you have the Star card and the 8 of Swords, which indicates if you're truly not happy and you're searching for work in other places or just new opportunities within the place you work at, don't worry. You can stop over obsessing and thinking about things. You can expect new opportunities or jobs and doors to open for you really soon. Okay? Whenever you have the Star card, this is wishes, hopes and dreams being revealed, things coming to light. Just when you didn't think there was a way to get out of something or a way to make some changes, it is. I'm feeling like you're stuck in your head now. Okay? You have the 8 of Swords. This is someone who's feeling trapped, who's feeling restricted. You're feeling like it's not much you can do. It's not much you can say. You don't know which way you should be going. The Star card is going to come in and it's going to push all of that negativity out for you. And whatever you're hoping, wishing, and dreaming for is going to come your direction. Dust off your resume and get to applying for positions and watch your hopes, wishes, and dreams come to reality. These 2 cards indicate you have more than enough skills and resources to keep you going and on your feet. Okay? You won't have to worry about making ends meet. Okay? The universe is going to take care of all of that for you. You have the King of Cups here, and you have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You're feeling emotional. You know what? That was weird that you got both of these together, because this is how you're feeling. One minute, I'm feeling like with the King of Cups, you're feeling emotional. And with the Queen of Wands, you're feeling less confident about your job than you used to. So it's like you're sad, you're angry, your emotions are getting the best of you some days. And other times you're feeling like, am I doing a good job? I'm feeling like you're questioning yourself now with this Queen of Wands being in reverse. Because when she's in the upright, it's someone who's confident, who blazes the trail, who knows that they have everything under control. But when she's in the reverse, it's just the opposite. So I'm feeling like, you know, you don't have much confidence in this job and being there. And it's like you don't even like the place you work at anymore. When maybe like a month ago, you loved the place you worked at. You loved the camaraderie, the friendships you had there, like just doing your job. And even though it was coming to work was a breeze. But now with the King of Cups, I'm feeling like you're a little stressed out and you're emotional as well. You may be feeling like, yeah, like you may be feeling like you got to walk on eggshells. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting here with this King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, because the King of Cups is an emotional energy, but then the Queen of Wands is sometimes confident. Well, the Queen of Wands in reverse is sometimes confident, sometimes not, depending on what day you know, what type of day you're having. If you're having a good day, then you may feel a little confident in the job, even though you don't want to be there anymore. But then if you're having a bad day that sucks, then you don't feel confident. And I'm feeling like working under this person really adds to that. stress. So you may be feeling like you have to walk on eggshells instead of being able to just do your job and relax. And that makes you extremely uncomfortable. This is what I see here. All right, so the next two cards you have is the Ten of Wands. And you have the Five of Swords in the reverse. I see you're feeling burdened. It's like a huge burden for you. And you're feeling like you don't know who you can trust anymore. So I'm feeling like maybe the people that you used to talk to, you're not sure if you want to say anything to anybody anymore. I feel like you just come to work and do your job and leave. It's like you do your 8 or 10 or 12 hours, you do that and you just leave. And that's not the type of person that you are or that you were. And it's bothering you that it seems like you may have had to change overnight just to appease someone else, because they may be watching you. They may they may have someone else watching you when they're not there, when they're not around, and you're feeling like, well, damn, I have to walk on eggshells just to come to work and do my job, and I'm so not used to this, because it seemed like this just is something that just came out of nowhere. So you may be staying to yourself and watching what you say, which is not such a bad idea. You know, just until things blow over a little bit. That's not a bad idea, because like I said, people are going to take things that you say, Angelica, and they may twist it. And then when you go to try and explain it and say, well, I didn't say that. And then you have people looking at you like you're a liar. And you're like, no, I really didn't say that. But like, you know, how am I to defend myself if it's that person's word against mine? So I'm feeling like, yeah, staying to yourself or just watching what you say to people would really be a good idea right about now, just until things blow over, because I see some good things coming your way. I see some changes. I see things transforming. So whoever this person is, like, you know, if they're bothering you right now, this is not going to be forever, because I just see some things that are going to be working out in your favor. All right, so you have the Death card. You have the Two of Swords. Oh, okay. And you have your card, the Chariot. So that's your energy. So you pulled your own energy in your reading. Part of these three cards, anything you're feeling confused about and at a crossroads, like you don't know which way to move or think, that will be coming to an end in the next month or so. Things will lighten up, because see, I see right now with this Two of Swords, you're very confused. You're like, okay, like, what should I do? Should I do this, or should I not do this, or should I do that? And if I do this, is someone going to have something to say about it? Or, you know, and I just feel like a lot of confusion around you right now. But you do have two major arcanas on each side of this Two of Swords. You have the Death card, and then you have the Chariot. So if you're confused about things and, you know, you're at a crossroads, like you don't know which way to move or think, that will be coming to an end in the next month or so. Things will lighten up and there will be forward movement per the Chariot, which is your energy. You could be moving to a new department, a new job, or you may get another person that you have to report to. That person could very well be moved to an assignment or out of your department. The universe works in mysterious ways, I tell you. When the universe steps in and do something, you'd be surprised, okay? And just when you feel you have a challenge that you can't get out of, the universe steps in and works it out for you, honey. So don't even worry about it, okay? They step right in and work it out for you without you having to lift a finger. When I asked Spirit, will you go back to school for your RN? And get a degree, you have the Eight of Wands and you have the Six of Pentacles. Sorry about that. I mean to mess the cards up. So you have the Eight of Wands and you have the Six of Pentacles, which indicates you can move forward and do anything you put your mind to. But if you do decide to go back to school, it will be very beneficial and rewarding. Okay, but make sure you don't bite off more than you can chew. Make sure you're ready and you're willing to dedicate the necessary time and effort that it takes to studying, reading, taking tests, going to school, passing your classes. Things could be a bit tedious if you try to work all day and then go to school at night. So like try online classes first. That may be better suited for you at this time. Okay, when it comes to these two cards. But I see more money coming in. So, like I said, you may even get another position within the company that you work for. I don't know. I see some things happening here. So maybe this was all in the universe and God's plan. Who knows? For this to happen and to push you further, for you to get more money or go back to school or something. This is what I'm starting to think here. Okay. So, you have the Seven of Wands and you have the Tower. Continue to stand your ground in this situation per the Seven of Wands, but do it without being aggressive and exuding force, because per the Tower, help is on its way. Okay, and that's a major arcana. I'm feeling like something was torn down to be built back up, if that makes any sense. Maybe things fell apart for a reason in this situation. There will be positive changes and transformation in your career and your finances. Just continue to be patient and you will see things around you or around the workplace lighten up for you. When I ask Spirit, what will be the outcome for your situation, you got the World card, the Ten of Swords, and the Magician. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all, especially when the World card pops up. So with the World card, the Ten of Swords, and the Magician, these three cards state very soon old negative cycles will be ending and new positive cycles in your life will begin. If you're feeling hurt, betrayed, and down, you will be coming out of that energy. The Magician indicates you have everything you need to see the change you seek. Okay? When the Magician shows up, that means changes are upon you and it may be unexpected, but as long as the Magician is upright, things will start to appear out of nowhere. It may seem like magic, but it's really not. And then you're getting a tarot card reading, so you really know that anything that happens, you know, that was fated, that the universe sent it your way. But you may feel like wow, okay, things are starting to unfold and, you know, I'm not feeling like I did before. It's like things will start to appear out of nowhere, but it will be the positive changes that you've been needing in your life, that you've been really seeking, but you haven't been going after. The Magician, whenever he appears, it's like you have all the tools you need to make things happen. You have the Pentacles, which is money. Okay. Pentacles can also be stability, practicality. You have the foundation that you need to make things work for you. You have the Wand, which is action. You have the Cup, which is balancing out your emotions. And you have the Sword, which is logic and your thought process. So the universe is saying you have everything you need to make this situation work for you. Do not let this other person tear you down emotionally from within. Okay, you don't know what's going on with her. You don't know what's going on with her life at home. She could be going through something and then bringing it to work and just bringing negative energy. Do not let what she feels and what she think of you become what you feel and think of yourself. Okay, because that's all going to end. Whatever you're going through is going to end. If you're feeling like the Ten of Swords now, if you're feeling betrayed, like you don't have anybody on your side at work and you were stabbed in the back and you don't know who you can trust, you're going to be coming out of that energy. But continue to stand your ground and don't let people bring you down. Don't let them bring you down. You know your worth. You know who you are, and you know the type of person you are. Okay, so those are the messages that I have for your reading. I just want to say thank you for continuously coming back to me, getting private readings, and allowing me to relay these messages to you from the universe. And hopefully I will hear from you again in the future. Bye.